Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh. Welcome to another fantastic week, exciting week of the Share Charity Show. And this week we are so excited because
Sikhi To The Max.
It's finally been released.
It's been absolutely hyper. The amount of excitement that we've had for the last couple of days has been phenomenal. Our phones have been going off non-stop with the feedback, positive message that we've received from Sikhi To The Max.
An amazing app, Benji.
Absolutely.
With so many features, that's why we're excited. This is a great, great tool for the future generations and also for us because it's out now. And the features that are available in Sikhi To The Max for the mobile, they are second to none. There's nobody else doing some of the stuff that we've got in here. For example, 120,000 word dictionary from Gurdwara. Mahan Kosh has been linked inside that app. So not only do you find the Shabad, but also you can actually click, just hold the word and it will give you the translations for that word. It will tell you what it actually means, which is brilliant. So you don't have to keep swapping in between apps like some of our users have told us before. They don't have to do that anymore. It's all there on that page.
I think it's really, really important to share the features. So if you haven't read the reviews, this Sikhi To The Max app has been absolutely amazing. So you've seen Sikhi To The Max platform on the Gurdwara. You've seen it since going 2000, I think, since 2000 it's been going out there.
Yes.
But what we've done in this one, we've added more Gurbani, and there's so much Gurbani that there is out there. We've tried to incorporate more of that.
Absolutely.
So you've got Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj, you've got Dasam Pasha Maharaj, you've got Gurbani from Gurdas Ji Vara, you've got Bhai Nanda Ji's Vara as well also in there. There's a lot in there that you can really enjoy it. And what's really nice about the app is it goes across devices. So I know in my house I've got my phone, my husband's got his phone, we've got the tablet, we've got the laptop, and one of the bare bugs you have is my settings are set on my phone. Oh, they're not the same on the iPad. But with the Sikhi To The Max, you create your own profile.
Brilliant.
And it stays on your profile if you log in onto a different device.
You can use anybody's phone, can't you?
Absolutely.
You just log in and there's all your shabads that you saved or your favourites or the notes that you made about that particular shabad. That's fantastic. Not only that, English translations, Punjabi translations, and even Spanish translations. Isn't that for all our wonderful friends who mostly in America and South America, who their first language is Spanish and they've come into Sikhi? That's a fantastic tool for them. So please get downloading. Not only that, there's lots and lots of other things as well,
So if you're anything like me, I'm a bit of a visual person. I like to tinker with colours. I like to have my own colour scheme. And you can do that with a lot of different platforms on Google Chrome, like, for example, you can change the settings on that. Even on your phone, your Samsung phones, you can change the setting. You can do the same with Sikhi To The Max. You can choose your own colour schemes, colour themes, and they'll stay on all the devices, which is also really, really quite cool.
Absolutely, and there's also, Benji, there are steeks in there. There are other people's writings, which are, if they're about that particular shabad, when you click on that shabad, you can get other resources out for that particular shabad. So you can see the books that they've written. So that particular page will come out. We've got scanned those pages in, so you can get additional information. Not only that, if you wanted to hear how that shabad should be pronounced, there's audio inside. Isn't that brilliant? Every single shabad has got audio as well. So all you have to do is hold it down, you get the audio options, you click it, and then there's beautiful part that's being read out, Shuddh as well, and that's brilliant. Not only that, if you wanted to learn how to read Ladivar part,
that's also in there, that's built-in feature.
Which is hard for a lot of people, which is where all the words are joined up, and you don't know where those bishrams go, which is the pauses where you should stop. We've done that. We've colour coordinated the Gurbani, so it's really, really easy to follow. So I hope you enjoy this app, as the feedback we're getting has been absolutely phenomenal. And you know what? All your donations that you've been given so far has gone towards some of this work that we're doing, not only just to this app, but all the other projects that we're doing. It's cost a lot of money, thousands. But it's really, really worth it, right, Benji?
Yeah, absolutely.
And we need more.
So one of the things that you've got to appreciate is in the Puratan days, we look back on our elders and how they did Sikhi, and they had potiyan. And potiyan are there. You'll see Guru Sahib's kept potiyan. This is the equivalent of a modern day 21st century poti. In here, you collect your shabads, you put your favourites in there, and you show your journey. So when you're having difficult times or when you're having happy times, you've got different shabads that you connect with. And instead of trying to note them down into as you used to do, you've got them with you. They carry with you when you go from one place to another. When you're on holiday, it's with you. Gurbani is with you all the time, and you've got your favourites with you, and you can develop your Sikhi with that, and you can do your Koj, and you can note things, and on top of that, you can actually put your own annotations if you want to. Just, this is a Shabad, oh, I can see the connection between this Shabad and that. And your Sikhi, your spiritual journey really starts. We are connecting you through this app to your guru, and there's nothing like it. Absolutely nothing like that on the market
support, right?
at all.
We need your support.
Yeah.
You know, we need your donations for this because we are going to make this even better.
Yes.
There is so much more. We think we're only 20% there. There is so much more that we want to.
And to give you an idea, I think, so what we want to do is, like my daughter, for example, she's young and she wants to learn a tune for a Shabbat. So it might be Puta Mata Ki Assis, it might be Gurpur Meri Lakli. So she's got her favourite Kirtani at the moment, whoever that might be. So this app allows us, and as we develop it more, and that's where the work needs to come in, she will get a choice of Kirtani. So she might get Hajuri Ragi, she might get Darbar Sahib Ragi, she might get different Ragi, she might get different Sansthavan there Ragis doing this Shabbat. And she can pick and choose, actually, I like this one and this is the tune I want to follow this Shabbat on. So that requires a lot of editing, a lot of cutting of what's already out there on YouTube, on the internet, and this is where we need your donations. So Sangat ji, ਜਿਹੜੇ Sikhi To The Max ਹੈਗੀ ਆ, ਇਹ ਨਿਕਲ ਗਈ ਆ। ਹੁਣ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਆਪਣੇ ਫੋਨ ਦੇ ਉੱਤੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ Google Play ਦੇ ਮੌਕੇ ਤੇ ਜਾ ਸਕਦੇ ਆ ਜਾਂ Apple Store ਤੇ ਜਾ ਸਕਦੇ ਆ। ਤੁਸੀਂ ਇਹਨੂੰ ਡਾਊਨਲੋਡ ਕਰਕੇ ਦੇਖੋ ਕਿੰਨੀ ਅਜੀਬ absolutely amazing ਚੀਜ਼ ਆਪਾਂ ਸ਼ੇਅਰ ਚੈਰਿਟੀ ਨੇ ਬਣਾਈ ਹੈਗੀ ਆ। ਇਹਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਪੋਥੀ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਅਗਰ ਹੈਗੀ ਹੈ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਕਿ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਆਪਣੇ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਅੰਗ ਰੱਖਣਾ ਚਾਹੁੰਦੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਉਹ ਰੱਖ ਸਕਦੇ ਆ। ਜਿੱਦਾਂ ਵੀਰ ਜੀ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਲੜੀਵਾਰ ਪਾਠ ਉਹ ਸਿੱਖਣਾ ਉਹ ਵੀ ਸਿੱਖ ਸਕਦੇ ਆ। ਇਹਦੇ ਰੰਗ ਵੀ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਚੇਂਜ ਕਰ ਸਕਦੇ ਆ। ਇਹਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਆਪਾਂ ਚਾਹੁੰਦੇ ਆ ਕਿ ਇਹਨੂੰ ਹੋਰ ਵਧਾਈਏ, ਇਹਨੂੰ ਹੋਰ ਵਧੀਆ ਕਰੀਏ ਤੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਹੋਰ ਆਪਾਂ ਸ਼ਬਦ ਪਾਈਏ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਕਿ ਟਿਊਨਾਂ ਹੈਗੀਆਂ ਸ਼ਬਦ ਗਾਇਨ ਕੀਤੇ ਹਨ ਪਰ ਇਹਦੇ ਵਾਸਤੇ ਥੋੜੀ ਮਾਇਆ ਚਾਹੀਦੀ ਹੈ ਸਾਨੂੰ। ਸੋ ਜਿੱਥੇ ਥੱਲੇ ਲਿਖਿਆ ਹੈ ਆਪਾਂ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਬੈਂਕ ਅਕਾਊਂਟ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਨੋਟ ਕਰ ਲਓ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਜਾ ਕੇ ਆਪਣਾ ਦਸਵੰਧ ਪਾਓ ਕਿ ਆਪਾਂ ਇਹ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਕੰਮ ਅੜਿੱਕਿਆ ਇਹਨੂੰ ਹੋਰ ਵਧਾਈਏ।
ਐਬਸੋਲੂਟਲੀ ਬਿਲਕੁਲ ਬਹੁਤ ਜ਼ਰੂਰੀ ਗੱਲ ਇਹ ਕਿ ਤੁਹਾਡੀ ਮਾਇਆ ਤੁਹਾਡੀ ਡੋਨੇਸ਼ਨ ਤੋਂ ਬਗੈਰ ਗੱਲ ਬਣਨੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈਗੀ। We absolutely have to have your assistance, your resources, your donations are really important. Whether it's £5 or £100, some people have donated thousands of pounds. ਬਹੁਤ ਫਰਕ ਪੈਂਦਾ। ਅਸੀਂ ਉਨੇ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ ਛੇਤੀ ਜਿਹਦੀ ਗਾਂ ਦੀ ਕਾਢਾਂ ਆ ਅਸੀਂ ਉਹ ਪਾ ਸਕਦੇ। ਇਹਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਇੱਕ ਇੰਨਾ ਕਮਾਲ ਦਾ ਚੀਜ਼ ਬਣਾ ਦਈਏ ਅਸੀਂ ਰਲ ਮਿਲ ਕੇ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਨਾਲ ਅਸੀਂ ਬਹੁਤ ਚਾਹੁੰਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਕਿ ਤੁਹਾਡੀ ਮਦਦ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਤੁਹਾਡੀ ਮਾਇਆ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਅਸੀਂ ਇਹਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਹੋਰ ਚੀਜ਼ਾਂ ਪਾਈਆਂ ਜਿਹਦੇ ਲੋਕੀ ਦੇਖ ਕੇ ਇਹਨੂੰ ਕਹੋਗੇ ਤਾਂ ਕਮਾਲ ਹੀ ਕਰਤੀ ਹੈ ਨਾ। ਜਿਹੜੇ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਫੀਡਬੈਕ ਹੁਣ ਤੱਕ ਮਿਲਿਆ ਸਾਰੀ ਸੰਗਤ ਕਹਿੰਦੀ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਇੰਨੀ ਸੋਹਣੀ ਚੀਜ਼ ਬਣਾਤੀ ਆ ਤੁਹਾਡਾ ਬਹੁਤ ਧੰਨਵਾਦ ਤੇ ਅਸੀਂ ਵੀ ਸ਼ੁਕਰਾਨਾ ਤੁਹਾਡਾ ਵੀ ਕਰਨਾ ਚਾਹੁੰਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਕਿ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਤੁਹਾਡੀ ਸਹਾਇਤਾ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਹੋਇਆ ਹੈ ਨਾ ਭੈਣ ਜੀ।
ਸੰਗਤ ਦੇ ਸੰਯੋਗ ਨਾਲ ਕੁਝ ਨਹੀਂ ਕਰ ਸਕਦੇ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਸੰਯੋਗ ਨਾਲ ਆਪਾਂ ਹੋਰ ਵੀ ਕਰਨਾ ਚਾਹੁੰਦੇ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਬਾਦਸ਼ਾਹੀ ਆਪਾਂ ਸਪੈਨਿਸ਼ ਕੀਤੀ ਹੈ ਇੰਗਲਿਸ਼ ਕੀਤੀ ਪੰਜਾਬੀ ਪਰ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਦੁਨੀਆ ਤੱਕ ਕਿੰਨੇ ਭਾਸ਼ਾਵਾਂ ਹੈਗੀਆਂ ਕਿੰਨੀਆਂ ਬੋਲੀਆਂ ਆਪਾਂ ਸਾਰੇ ਚਾਹੁੰਦੇ ਕਿ ਆਪਾਂ ਸਾਰੇ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਦੇ ਜਰਮਨ ਪਾਈਏ ਆਪਾਂ ਫ੍ਰੈਂਚ ਪਾਈਏ ਜਿੰਨੀ ਵੀ ਹੈਗੇ ਭਾਸ਼ਾਵਾਂ ਆਪਾਂ ਸਾਰੇ ਪਾਉਣਾ ਚਾਹੁੰਦੇ ਪਰ ਇਹਦੇ ਵਾਸਤੇ ਮਾਇਆ ਚਾਹੀਦੀ ਆ ਸਾਨੂੰ। ਤੁਹਾਡਾ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਆਪਣਾ ਯੋਗਦਾਨ ਪਾਓ ਕਿ ਆਪਾਂ ਜਿੰਨੀ ਛੇਤੀ ਤੋਂ ਛੇਤੀ ਹੋ ਸਕਦਾ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਬਾਹਰ ਵਿਦੇਸ਼ਾਂ ਵਿੱਚ ਬੈਠੇ ਸੰਗਤ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਕਿ ਪੰਜਾਬੀ ਨਾ ਹੋਣ ਗੋਰੇ ਹੋਣ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਵਾਸਤੇ ਵੀ ਕਿ ਆਪਾਂ ਗੁਰੂ ਨੂੰ ਜੋੜੀਏ।
ਬਿਲਕੁਲ ਐਂਡ ਇੱਕ ਹੋਰ ਚੀਜ਼ ਸਮਝੇ ਤਬਲ ਕੇ ਕਹਿਣ ਲਈ ਕਿ ਇਸ ਨਵੇਂ ਐਪ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ Sikhi To The Max for the mobile ਇਸ ਨਵੇਂ ਐਪ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਤੁਸੀਂ Chromecast ਵੀ ਕਰ ਸਕਦੇ ਆ। ਜੇ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਕੋਲ Chromecast ਡਿਵਾਈਸ ਘਰੇ ਹੈਗੇ ਆ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਬਟਨ ਪ੍ਰੈਸ ਕਰਨਾ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਉਹ ਸ਼ਬਦ ਆ ਉਹ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਸਕਰੀਨਾਂ ਤੇ ਵੀ ਆ ਜਾਣਾ which is brilliant। ਜਦ ਘਰੇ ਕੀਰਤਨ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਜਾਂ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਵੱਡੇ ਸਕਰੀਨ ਤੇ ਇੱਕ ਬਟਨ ਪ੍ਰੈਸ ਦੀ ਕਰਨ ਦੀ ਕੋਈ ਤਾਰਾਂ ਦੀ ਲੋੜ ਨਹੀਂ ਕੁਛ ਨਹੀਂ ਬਿਲਕੁਲ ਸੌਖਾ ਆ and that's amazing। ਕਿਸੇ ਨੇ ਨਹੀਂ ਹਜੇ ਇਹ ਤੱਕ ਕੀਤਾ ਅਸੀਂ ਇਹ ਹੁਣ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਲਈ ਪੇਸ਼ ਕੀਤਾ ਹੈਗਾ। ਅਸੀਂ ਚਾਹੁੰਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਕਿ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਰਲ ਮਿਲ ਕੇ ਸਾਡੇ ਨਾਲ ਮਦਦ ਕਰੋ। ਅਸਲ ਵਿੱਚ ਸਾਡੇ ਕੋਲ ਇੱਕ ਵੀਡੀਓ ਆ can we play that video please which shows you some of the features ਇਹਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਜਿੰਨੇ ਵੀ ਫੀਚਰ ਹੈਗੇ ਆ Sikhi To The Max ਦੇ ਪਲੀਜ਼ ਉਹ ਪਲੇ ਕਰੋ ਸੰਗਤ ਵਾਸਤੇ।
ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ
The new Sikhi To The Max application will be released in November 2018 in celebration of the 550th Gurpurab of Guru Nanak Dev Ji. Searching is very fast and there are many different types of search that you can use, including an advanced search and first letter searching in English. The side menu is used to switch on translations and the transliteration. We've incorporated a lot of features to help the users learn Ladivar part, including Ladivar Learner and also floating helpers. Getting the pauses or bisrams in the right place is very important while doing part, so there's a bisram facility that is also color coded and those colors can be configured. The app allows for easy navigation of shabds by swiping left and right, and this is context sensitive, so it will take into consideration if you are reading Gurbani in an index or in your favourites. One of the very exciting features is the new resources section, where you need to learn more about a shabd. You can go in deeper by reading a steeg, reading a book, watching a video or listening to audio. We are constantly adding more and more resources to each shabd, so the resources section will become very large very quickly. Keep a note of your favourite shabds within groups, and you can also swipe within a group when you're viewing those shabds. The application also stores the history of every shabd that was viewed by date, so you can view those at a later time. It also lets you look at a dictionary of words for that particular line, and those words are from the Mahan Kosh and from the Darpan, and there's 120,000 words that are explained inside of that dictionary. Many indexes have been added to the application, including the Amrit Kirtan, Bhai Gurdas Ji's Vara and Kabit Savaiye, and also Hukumname. A new reading section has been added to the application, which allows you to have a full reading experience from indexes for the Guru Granth Sahib and Dasam Granth. The indexes are split by Rag and Ang, so you can quickly get to where you need to. And there's also separate options for the viewing, so that the view that you have of a normal shabd versus the view that you have in the reading section can be totally separate and individualized. And in this menu you can do various things like adding bookmarks, colour coding the lines, and also even adding notes to shabds. The app is Chromecast enabled, so you can actually click on the Chromecast button and cast the shabd, which gives you a navigator. There are various settings like colour themes and keeping the screen alive that you can go into the settings section to change. Get the latest videos and Instagram posts from the shared charity sites, and also donate through this About section in the application. The app will be released in November, so please watch the Share charity show to get more updates.
Okay, so download Sikhi To The Max.
Absolutely, do right now.
It's free on the Google Play Store, on the App Store. Go download it. Now, we must thank our donors for making this all absolutely happen.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, by Rublinder Singh from Derby, he's very kindly donated, thank you.
And Bibi Surinder Kaur from Derby also, thank you very much for your donation.
That's right, and also Resham Singh from Coventry, thanks also for your very kind donations. Please, if you haven't donated already, whatever you can give, £5, £10 direct debit is the ideal thing for us, because we know every month we've got a set amount that we can spend on certain projects. It really helps us. But if a one-off lump sum is better for you, that's brilliant as well. So all the links are at the bottom of the screen. Please get in touch, go on those links, and also if you want to do it over the phone, there's a phone number there as well if that's easier for you. ਜੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਚਾਹੁੰਦੇ ਕਿ ਫੋਨ ਕਰਕੇ ਮੈਂ ਆਪਣੇ ਕਾਰਡ ਨੰਬਰ ਦੇਣਾ ਚਾਹੁੰਦੇ ਆ, ਉਹ ਵੀ ਨੰਬਰ ਸਕਰੀਨ ਦੇ ਥੱਲੇ ਹੈਗਾ, ਪਲੀਜ਼ ਉਹਨੂੰ ਫੋਨ ਕਰਕੇ ਆਪਣੀ ਡੀਟੇਲਸ ਦੇ ਦਿਓ ਸਾਨੂੰ. Thank you very much. ਤੇ ਅੱਜ what's on tonight's show, Benji?
So tonight's show, we've got Casa Club. Now, they've been filming from last week's Bandi Shorr celebration, so look out for that. And we've got Bittu on the show tonight.
Oh, that is going to be brilliant. You know what, Bittu, Benji, he's also going to be at Sikhi camp at Singh Sabha, Coventry, over Christmas. They have a Christmas camp, yeah?
Yes.
From the 26th of December to the 30th of December, every year. It is I've been going for a few years. It's brilliant. Your kids will love it. The amount of activities they have there, the guest speakers they have there, it's fantastic. So make sure you go down and not only learn about Sikhi, but you get to meet Bittu as well, which will be great, Anna.
Absolutely.
What else have we got today?
So we've got our segment, our comedy segment. There's a Master.
Oh, Master Uncle.
He's going to do his own little bit this time, so we'll enjoy that.
I know some of you love that. So, in fact, we have people request specially, okay? please make sure those guys are on there, or the comedy guys are on every week. So we always try to. It's difficult sometimes when you've got such a packed programme to try to get everything there, but we do really try. What else have we got, Benji?
So we've got a health advice from Harbir Singh, and I think that's always valuable for everybody. So this week he's getting active.
I think it's more exercise, so get ready for that. Get off your sofas when he comes on, record that bit, and you can play it again and again. So if you think 3 or 4 minutes is not enough, then you can play it again and again, and really get a good workout. So that's really important. isn't it, Benji?
Yeah, absolutely. So one of the things that we get with our parenting tips is some ideas. So one of the thoughts this week are trying to get your children to go to the Gurdwara. I know some people always say that with us. How do you get them to go to the Gurdwara?
How do you encourage them, right?
Encourage them, that's right.
Sometimes as I say, nahi main nahi jana, I'm bored or whatever, I've got homework to do, I've got something else to do, some sort of excuse or something, huh? So this will be a nice little piece from the parenting section later on as well. And also we're going to talk a little bit about the competition later on.
Yeah.
Actually, we're not. Let's do it now. We've only got about a week and a half left, so get your entries in. So get them in, quick as you can, because you're going to regret. If you don't win the lovely, lovely prizes, it's really important. Get your entries in as soon as possible.
You can always nominate somebody else. So if you haven't got one, you've got somebody else, your niece, your nephew, your cousin's brother or cousin's sister, just nominate them. It's not a problem. The prizes have to be one, so one that give it to your road.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. And we've got a regular feature with the Share Sikhi section with Harbir Singh. That's going to be coming later on. I know from the feedback you guys have been giving, you absolutely love that. And also the viewers' videos that we always show at the end. And also the funny clips that you love watching right at the end of all our mistakes and everything else, all that good stuff right at the end. Absolutely.
So tonight on Casa Club we've got Bandi Shorr celebrations with Bittu.
That's right, yeah, they're going to be covering that off, and I think they've got some horses and fireworks in there. That's a bit of a deadly combination. This should be interesting.
Come on, Bittu, hurry up. Let's do the door.
Oh, where have we come?
Let's have a look.
वाहिगुरु जी का खालसा वाहिगुरु जी की फतेह.
Welcome to the Casa Club show. With me today I have
Bhavin Kaur and Bindi Kaur.
and
My name is Bittu.
hello Bittu. Right, I've come to the girls' house today because we're going to be talking about something very special. Can anybody guess what that is? Any of you guys?
Bandi Shorr.
Bandi Shorr, yeah. We're going to be getting ready to go to the Gurdwara. Just before we do, I've come to Bindi and Bhavin's house. I'm just going to ask them a few questions. Okay, and Bhavin Kaur, why do we celebrate Bandi Shorr?
We celebrate it to think about how Guru Har Gobind Sahib Ji released the 52 kings who were wrongly imprisoned in Gwalior Fort.
Wow, Guru Har Gobind. Which Guru was that? What number Guru was that? Can you tell me?
That was the 6th Guru.
Well done.
Wow, 6th Guru.
And how do we celebrate Bandi Shorr?
By going to the Gurdwara.
Okay, and what happens at the Gurdwara?
We listen to a Gand Borg and we do arts and crafts and eat yummy langar.
Oh, and what else happens? Anything else exciting?
We have a fireworks display.
Oh.
Wow, fireworks. Oh, I love fireworks.
Wow, well you'll be so excited today when we do fireworks at the Gurdwara. Okay, and what is your favourite bit about going to the Gurdwara?
The fireworks and lighting the candles.
Oh wow, and what about yourself, Bhavin? What do you enjoy at the Gurdwara?
Being in Sangat and listening to the Kirtan.
Oh, that's nice. That's something special, isn't it, Bittu?
That is.
And what do you enjoy?
I love bananas.
Okay, right, hopefully somebody's donated some bananas to the
I
Gurdwara.
hope so.
Right, just before we make our way to the Gurdwara, I just want Bhavin Kaur to explain why we celebrate Bandi Shorr. Bhavin Kaur, can you explain to the children at home watching and everybody around?
So, ages ago, there was a Mughal emperor in India and his name was Jahangir. So he was afraid of Guru Har Gobind Sahib Ji because back then Sikhi was a new religion and he was afraid that Guru Har Gobind Sahib Ji was going to try and overthrow him. So he imprisoned the Guruji in Gwalior Fort, and along with Guruji there were 52 Hindu kings. They were the kings of the hills. They were known as the Hill Raja.
52, did you say?
Yeah, that's a lot.
Wow, okay.
Okay.
And so then Guruji in the prison, he taught the other kings how to listen to Kirtan and to connect with Guruji. So then suddenly Jahangir began to get very, very ill. So all of the doctors of the lands came and they couldn't cure him, not one of them.
Not one.
So then Jahangir, he was advised by his counsellor to call in the saint. So the saint of the country came and he said, you have a very holy man trapped in your prison and you have to let him go before you'll get better again. So then Jahangir went to Guruji and he said, you are free to go now. But Guruji said, I will not go until you also release the 52 other kings who have been wrongly imprisoned in here with me.
That's right.
So then Jahangir thought he was being smart and said that you can take all of the kings who can hold on to any pieces of your clothing. But Guruji was smarter and he made a chola with 52 tassels on it. And each of the kings, they held onto a tassel each. And they were led out of the prison by Guruji. And everyone celebrated their release.
Wow, that's a really amazing story. So Guruji was very clever then, wasn't he?
Yes, he was. And the reason being, people think we celebrate Diwali, it just happens to fall on the same day as Diwali. So it's called Bandi Shorr because Guruji released the men. So it's called Bandi Shorr and it's celebrated on the same day as Diwali.
Oh, okay, because my friend, you see, he was telling me that he's going to celebrate Diwali at the Gurdwara, but actually it's called Bandi Shorr, is that right?
That's right, yes.
Is that right? Am I saying it right?
Yes, you're saying it right.
Bandi Shorr.
Yes. Okay, absolutely correct. Now what I want you to do is if you follow us to the Gurdwara, you'll see exactly how we celebrate Bandi Shorr.
Oh, I can't wait. Right. Let's go, everybody.
Come on, let's go.
Right, okay.
And crafts with all the kids. They're all decorating wonderful candles. People, why do we decorate candles?
We do it because of Guru Hargobind Sahib released from the
Oh wow, they're doing arts and crafts. I want to do this. Bindi, can I help you? Oh great. Oh wow, this is so much fun. Oh. Hello everybody, I just come back from the Gurdwara and I had such a great time. It was so much fun. I played with all my friends, but I also got to listen to some Kirtan and we also did some candles and I saw some really good fireworks. It was such a good time. You know, we should all go to the Gurdwara whenever it's a celebration like this. So what did we learn today, children? We learned that Guru Hargobind Sahib Ji, he was caught by the Badi Emperor in Gwalior Fort and there were 52 Rajas there with him. And Guruji was very clever, and he was able to get all of the 52 Rajas out with him, didn't he? And that's why we celebrate that day. So make sure you remember Guru Har Gobind Sahib Ji when you do your prayers next time, okay? And let's all be good until the next show, okay? Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh.
I think we've got a special appearance with Master Uncle next. 30 seconds to live.
Bhaskar, मैं तेरा गो रहा हूँ.
I'm just trying to hide a little more spots.
Stop.
You know, I've seen you somewhere before. I watched your videos on YouTube, I think. You're a very funny guy.
Yes, very funny guy.
So what are you here to do today?
Share Charity have told me to promote the app Learn Gurmukhi, which can learn Punjabi in 28 days, which is focus.
Yeah, मैंने पता है. Punjabi 28 days which किदा सीख सकते हो.
What nonsense.
पागल लोग.
सत श्री अकाल सारे जाने. My name is Master Uncle. I am a world famous Punjabi school teacher. You may have also seen me on the Great Punjabi Bake Off, Strictly Come Bhangra Dancing, and the classic comedy Only Bevkoofs and Hostels. That is right. Share Charity have asked me to promote this wonderful app called Learn Gurmukhi, which you can learn Punjabi in 28 days. Do you get told off by your parents because you can't speak Punjabi properly? Do you get annoyed when you can't say Rada properly? Is that you? Well, you do not need to fake it anymore, because with this great app, you will learn Punjabi in 28 days. That's right. In 28 days, you will learn Punjabi. You download it now on the Google Play Store and the App Store. By the way, the first 100 people who download it will get a free signed photo of me.
Also tonight, we've got Harbir Singh giving us our health tips that we really, really need and much appreciate.
Please get off your sofas. Please get active with him. It's really important. Health is really important. Huh?
Absolutely.
Welcome back to Healthy Workout number 2. Now, before you start any exercise regime, it's important to consult your doctor. And today we're going to get right into it, making the assumption that you've done that. Now, the first exercise we're going to do is star jumps, but we're going to start with a really simple variation. We're going to get it done in 4 minutes. So put the kettle on, and by the time we've done, you'll be ready to start your cup of tea. So star jumps, instead of the normal star jump like this, if you can do that, that's great. But we're going to start with an easier one in case you've got dodgy knees. So you're going to put your arms out and take a step, and then put your arm out to the other side like this. That way it's low impact on your knees. You're still using lots of muscle groups at the same time. So you're getting your heart rate pumping, your body energized, blood flowing around your joints, and you're working your range of motion of your joints as well. So helping to reverse a lot of problems that can happen with aging or with having a sedentary lifestyle. So that's the first exercise. Hopefully your heart should have risen a bit, your heart rate, and now we can get straight into the next exercise, which is lunges. Now, you don't have to go all the way down with the lunge. If you can, that's great. But we're going to take a step as far as you can comfortably. We're going to bring the knee down as far as you can comfortably, and then we're going to come back up to a comfortable position. If that's too difficult, you just take a smaller step and you just bend as far as it's comfortable. Hold that for 2 seconds, 1, 2, and then come back. So we'll do a few of those. 1, 2. This is great for the lower body. It's really important to have lower body strength because the majority of the muscle, the strongest muscle in our body is in the legs. So if we can work on keeping our legs nice and strong, then our body will consequently be stronger as well. And the normal variation would be a wider step, keeping this leg at 90 degrees. The other knee comes close to the floor, takes balance, core stability, and then back to the middle. And that's your second workout exercise. Nearly done. We'll do one more. Step, slide the foot out if you're not far enough so that your knee is at 90, and then come back. And that's second exercise. Well done, you're doing really good. Now on to our third exercise. It's one for the middle of our body. So making this strong is going to help with a lot of things, especially back pain, which a lot of people suffer with. This one's called planks. And now don't worry if you get scared of the word planks. We're going to show you a nice variation. You can have your hands in press up position, keep your belly button tucked in, keep your body nice and straight, keep your neck nice and relaxed, and you're going to hold this position, keeping the body nice and straight during the movement, not letting the bottom sink or sticking the bottom out. Now, if you can't do this position, come onto your knees and keep the belly button sucked in, and that's going to work the same muscles. And as it gets easier, you can have periods where you come up, hold for 5 seconds, and then when you get tired, have a break for 5 seconds. But eventually we want you to be able to do this for a minute, and if you can do that, you've got a strong back and you're less likely to have lower back pain. And lastly, our last exercise, you're nearly there, hang in there. We're going to go back to the exercise we did last week, strengthening those legs, making them nice and strong, making the mobility nice and strong, so you can sit cross-legged, you can sit comfortably in any position, and that is the squat. So feet shoulder width apart, we're going to lower our body down till it touches the sofa. If you can't do this, go as low as you can comfortably, hold for 5 seconds, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then come back up. Just as far as you can until you feel like that's as far as you can go. If you can go further down, go down till the bottom touches the sofa, and then come back up, keeping your back nice and straight, keeping your head nice and straight and level. And that's it. We're going to do 3 more. 3, 2, 1, and let's go have a cup of tea.
Parenting tips, a really valuable segment. I think everybody's taking something from that every single week.
Do you know how many people we get ringing every week? Seriously, Bibi Navroop Kaur and Bhai Harbir Singh, they do that section, and they get so many emails from parents or contacts from parents that know, okay, you know what, I really found your show really useful. What's sad, I suppose, in some ways, is that there are so many people with issues at home, and you know, they've now got somebody to turn to, so they often ring her and she'll tell them where to go if there's specific advice that they need that she can't give them. But at least they now have somebody that they can go to, which is.
And you might be watching at home, and you might have some parenting tips that you wish to share, and we're a share charity, and we more than welcome your
input.
Volunteer if you want to. Absolutely, just follow the details at the bottom.
For parents who do not take their kids to the Gurdwara or have grandparents to share Sikhi experiences or knowledge, our Gurdwara will become empty and derelict. Already you can see in the Gurdwara on weddings, a Sikh or Punjabi bride and groom, they don't even know how to do their lama, when to do matadek, when to walk around Guru Sahib, they don't know how to accept the saropa.
For young second generation parents, not speaking or encouraged to speak Punjabi has meant that many struggle with the language barrier at the Gurdwara.
We can't sit for too long, our backs and our knees hurt, even in young children. This is because we're just not practiced in sitting in a meditation pose.
There were no kids' events, Simran, Kirtan, camps, fun days, or katha, or explanation of Guruji's message. Targeted at young minds, sitting in the Darbar Sahib was just boring.
The Gurdwara are often male-dominated, with a lack of women taking part in katha, Kirtan, and Guruji Seva, etc. Also, Gurdwara committee members were not very approachable when I was younger.
We had a fear to take part in Seva. We didn't have the confidence to ask questions, or when we did, those that we asked did not know the answers, which led to a lack of belief within us as young Sikhs. This is one of the reasons why the vast majority of Punjabis are now atheist.
It's important to explain to our children that according to the Akal Takht Ret Maryada, our Sikh code of conduct, we should be going to the Gurdwara twice a day to see our Guru. This is not always possible for everybody, but a child should know that this is what is written and this is our way of life.
Share Charity UK have a number of Sakhi books that you could purchase, or you have apps like SikhNet, for example. Talking to the children about Guruji from Guru Nanak Dev Ji all the way through to Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj over and over again helps to give them that understanding of that natural progression of Guruji from being in the bodily form all the way through to now being in the roop of Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj as the Shabd Guru.
Talking to our children about Guru Sahib in the form of the Shabd expands their minds. As they grow, their attachment will be with the Shabd in its many forms, like Kirtan, recitation, Gatha, etc. They will not just see a book like many do, they'll see so much more.
Take the kids as often as possible and try to spend time at the Gurdwara. If your child asks questions, try your best to answer them, but if you don't know the answer, just be open and honest with them and say to them, look, I'm not sure, but shall we look this up together? Your child will really enjoy this activity and spending time with you. Encourage your child to do seva. Last week's episode of the Khalsa Club showed many different types of seva that you can do with your children at the Gurdwara.
Always dress yourself and your children appropriately when going to the Gurdwara. When we take our children swimming, they change into a swimming costume. When we take our children to school, they wear a school uniform. When we take them to a club like martial arts, they wear their kit. We dress our children according to the task that we're about to do. This has a huge effect on the mindset. The Gurdwara should be the same. Dress them in their Punjabi suit, jola or kurta, and tie a girski on them. This will empower them, especially if they do not have long hair. They will feel a part of something special, and they'll be dressed appropriately to take part in various types of seva.
Take the children to camps, activities in the Gurdwara. This is a place for the children to be themselves, do seva, learn about Sikhi and grow their spirituality. It will also help them to sit in a meditation pose, so later in life they will not struggle to do so.
Don't be afraid to take activities for your children to do. Make it fun. Say to them, we're going to the Gurdwara, why don't you pack an activities bag? Just try to avoid electronic devices. Also, sit with other mums and dads with children so the kids can interact. Just remind them to not put their feet and backs towards Guruji and not get too excited and loud so they disturb other Sanghas.
Encourage good behaviour, but allow your child to explore by looking around and asking questions. Good Gurdwara etiquette is the responsibility of the parents. Whilst it's okay for the kids to mess around with Sangat, if it's dangerous, like running around the kitchen or the langar hall, be sure to explain to your child the consequences of that. In the Bar Sahib, we should explain that running around and screaming is not always good because it can distract Sangat. If you have a crying baby, you should leave the Darbar side to try and calm it down.
If your Gurdwara has Sikhi To The Max screens, always ask the committees to ensure that they use them, especially for big events like Bandi Shorr, Vaisakhi, New Year's, weddings, and the Sunday Divans. If they don't have anyone to do that seva, why don't you offer to do it yourself?
Shower your child with positive affirmations. Tell them that if they work hard with their Geetan, then they'll be able to do that on stage in front of the Sangat. If they practice their Punjabi, they'll be able to read from Guru Granth Sahib Ji.
Most importantly, tell them the correct way to do Matadeg, why we do Matadeg, what we say when we do Matadeg, and that when we come to see Guruji, we can talk to Guruji about anything. Guruji is always there for us and listens and does the right thing for us. Episode 6 of the Khalsa Club, which is available to you on YouTube, is all about Guru Granth Sahib Ji and explains how to do Matadeg. Get your children to watch it.
To end this week's segment, we wanted to talk about the benefits of encouraging your kids to come to the Gurdwara.
You create a sanctuary for your children, a place that they know that they can always come and bare their soul.
You will be helping them to build a relationship with their Guru.
You will help your child to fall in love with Sikhi and with their Guru.
They will know how to sit and act in the Gurdwara. They will know how to do certain things, like accepting a surapa, doing the nama, ardas, or jalsa, for instance.
They will know all about the functionalities within the Gurdwara and what they enjoy doing the most.
You will be giving them the opportunity to have knowledge about their Guru, their faith, and in doing this, knowledge about themselves. This will help them to have self-confidence, self-worth, and a sense of belonging.
We hope you enjoyed this week's segment, and if you have any questions about parenting and your children, please do not hesitate to contact Share Charity UK. See you next time. Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh.
So Share Sikhi is with Bhai Tassim Singh. This is a really valuable slot. I say it every single week. I think once you've got it and we've got it on YouTube, you can go back to it. It is quite deep and it's very meaningful and it's nice to digest it in small chunks and go over it again.
Yes.
Nano neend par drisht vikar. Guruji says our eyes are asleep, looking at other people's wealth, other people's possessions and other people's beauty. Bhai Gurdas Ji says that the intensity that we use when we use our eyes to do that vikar or that paap or that sin and looking at others and others' wealth and others' possessions, we don't use that same intensity to try and look for Guru's darshan. Sravana soye son nind vichar. Our ears, they're asleep, listening to nindya, listening to slander of others. Bhai Gurdas Ji says the intensity that we use when we're listening to slander and lies we don't use that same intensity to listen to the Guru's Shabad. Rasana soi lob meethe saad. Our tongue is asleep in tastes. It's trying to taste different flavors, and the mind gets absorbed in that. And Bhai Gurdwara says, the way we use our tongue to tell lies, we don't use our tongue with the same intensity to sing Vaheguru's praises and jap naam. Man soya maya bisamad. So the mind is asleep, it's intoxicated in maya, in forgetting Vaheguru and thinking that all of these things that it sees, it hears and it speaks and tastes are true. Is grah mein koi jagat rahe, sabat vast o apni lahe. Guru Sahib says, inside of this body, very rare are those who are really awake. Everybody is asleep in what they see, what they hear, what they taste, and how they're speaking in terms of lies and listening to Nindya. But rare Gurmukh wakes up, and those who do wake up, they find their spiritual jivan inside. So when we stay asleep inside of this maya, bismad that Guruji calls it, then the 5 evils, Kam, Krodh, Lobh, Moh, Ahankar, that's lust, anger, greed, attachment, and pride and ego, they operate in full effect while we're sleeping. Now Guruji regards that like being robbed inside of your own house. So we're leaving all the doors open to be robbed. And it's only in the Sadh Sangat that these 5 evils, these 5 doodh come under control. And Guruji says in the Sadh Sangat, when we sing praises, then slowly our Atma or our spiritual Jivan becomes alive.
So Home, just so everyone understands, Home fits into Tamogun, Rajogun, Satogun. It's sort of Home, Guru Sahib says, outside of that Home, if you come out of there, Guruji says, Wo Hukum Rizai Karma. So when we work inside of the Hukum of the Guru, then we're outside of Home. Those two things can't be together. So Guruji says, Home Nave Nal Virodh hai, Doe na vase thai. Or do cheeja can't be together. So if we're in Home, tusi Naam vich nahi ho sakte. If you're in Naam, you can't be in Home. Now if you understand that concept, then all of that to the levels that go below it, when we're in Home, we must be in Traya Gun Maya. We must be in Traya Gun Maya to be in Home. That's the basic understanding. If we're not in Traya Gun Maya, then we're in 4th state. The reason why I keep emphasizing that is if we understand, when I talk to you about Sahaj, when we say Sahaj Avastha, clearly pata hona chahiye what that means. When we say the 4th state, it should be very clear to you what that means. It doesn't necessarily mean that you know what experience of that is totally, but you should be able to describe that. So the 4th state is outside of the Traya Gun Maya. Home all happens in those 3 states below. And 4th state is when we accept Guru's Hukum. So the reason, because I want to close that subject up now, of the 4, the Karma philosophy, and also when we talked about Pura Bile Karma, because sometimes people are still asking Pura Bile. If you remember that word Pura Bile, that's the same as Kirt Karma. And Guruji says, Purab Janam ke mile sanjogi ante kona sahai. So even when Guruji uses Purab in that Pankti, Guru saying, your sanjog that's happening here, in other words, the relationships that we're in now, in this life, they've happened because of karam that were previous. So even that's everything down, mother, father, your wife, even children, how your families come together, they've come from past sanjog or purabali karam, or kirt karam like we call them. So those previous actions moving into this janam and in this life, we're either in Maya or we're not. That's how to look at it. You're either in Maya or you're not. Then you say if you're in Maya, that breaks down into 3 sections of the 3 guna of Maya, Rajo, Sato, Tamo. If you're outside of Maya, then you're in the 4th state. If you're in the 4th state, Guruji calls that Turiya Avastha, Sahaj Avastha, or Guruji calls it Hukam Razai, which Chalana, and he also calls it Adhyatam Karma.
Adhyatma karma, those actions that we do while we're here on this planet, the actions that we do that are merging our soul with Waheguru, or God, those are called Adhyatma karma. The actions that are bringing us back into life forms, they're called Bandhan Vyapata karma. So those karma are the ones, Bandhana, which, when Guruji says, Bandhan vich tu pe aaya, if a Guru's talking to us like that, he says, human being, you're caught up in entanglements. That's all of those are got grouped up in the things we do in ego, the things we do in Maya, that's an illusion, because this isn't true. If something, the basic concept in Sikhi is, if something isn't there forever, it's jhuti, it's a lie, it's an illusion, because that's going to go. But there's a reality that doesn't go, and Guruji's merging us with that. So, to close off, I'll show you one shabad in Gurbani, and there's many, one shabad that tells you very clearly what's going on in terms of this world. Now here, I've got light. Pero, at the top, Pero, Mahla Tija, says there, if you can't read Gurmukhi. Pero is the rag, or the musical measure that the shabad is written in. Mahalla means which guru it is. Tija, so that means it's the third guru. It's Guru Amar Das Ji. So that's what that means when you say Asa Mahalla Pella. Mahalla Pella means it's Guru Nanak Dev Ji. Mahalla Duja means it's Guru Angad Dev Ji. Mahalla Tija means it's Guru Amar Das Ji. Mahalla Panjama means, Mahalla Chauta means Guru Ram Das. Mahalla Panjama Guru Arjan Dev Ji. So this shabad here is by Guru Amar Das Ji. Now Guruji is saying, Kal Yug mein, sorry, this microphone. Kal Yug mein, Bau Karm Kamahe, Na Rota Na Karm Thaye Paye. Guruji is saying, in Kal Yug here, this is the dark age, everybody is doing these actions, but the actions Guruji is saying that we're doing, those actions are not going to achieve anything, because this season, the season for growing seeds, in terms of Guruji's looking at it metaphorically, if you grow the wrong seed here, it's not going to have any effect. And Guruji gives an answer to that, because then that raises the question, what seed are we supposed to be sowing while we're here? So Guruji says, Kaljug mein Ram naam hai sar, Gurmukh sacha lagya pyar. Now, Rahau comes here, before we talk about what that meant. It says Rahau there. Whenever you see Rahau in Gurbani, Rahau's matlab means it's the center point. It means everything around in the shabad, the other lines are revolving around that center point. Now, it's even when you're at school and you read, when you're reading nursery rhymes or you're reading other stuff, you had a chorus, and then you go to the verse, chorus, verse, that's the same thing. So here, I don't want to call it chorus or Rahau, but the concept is the same. Right? When they're singing, you go back to the chorus, then you go to the other line, come back to the chorus, come back. Guruji said that Rahau identifies that center point. Now Guruji, in the center point of this shabad, is saying, Kal Yug mein Ram naam hai sar. In this Kal Yug, only repeating God's name, when we talk about fourth state, Guru said that's the only thing that works here. Kal Yug mein Ram naam hai sar, Gurmukh sacha lagya pyar. And you have to do it with love. We have to do it with love for God. If we say Waheguru with love for God, that's what the seed is for Kal Yug. There's no other seed. You can't go to Tirath, you can't go to Ganges, you can't go and say I'm going to give dhan, or I'm going to give a charitable amount of money that makes me, that's going to be a great karma for me. Guru's saying they don't mean anything. And that's why I keep saying, when we read Japji Sahib, when Guruji says, Tirath, Tap, Daya, Dat, Dan, Jeko Pave, Til Kaman. Guruji saying, oh, Til jinna bhi nahi hai. Til is like sesame seed. If you want to get a value for sesame, how is that going to be worth? It isn't going to be worth a penny even. So Guruji is saying, if you go to Tirath and do an Ishnan, in others go to a religious place and have a bath there, in Kal Yug means nothing. If you sit in this, when they sit underground and they sit for many, many days and years, if you haven't got pyar for God while you're doing that, if you think that you're sitting there is going to achieve something,
Guru says it means nothing here. In the other in the other ages, they meant something. There was a value for them. They are. If just by being compassionate and saying, I give to charity, you say that's going to be worth something in the next world. Guru says no, it's worth a sesame seed. Dat dan and dan dina. They are that compassion and giving in charity. Guru says they're not things. But Guru gives the answer like I said before. Sunaya manya man kita pao. If you listen to the Naam, if you accept that Naam is true, and then you love it, man kita pao antargat tirth malahis. That's the true bathing that we're supposed to be doing as Gursikh. And this Shabd will tell you that clearly. So Guruji says, in this age, nothing else matters. Tan man khoj kare main paya gurmukh ram naam chit laya. Now, if the action that we're doing is not making us go inwards, Guru is saying tan man khoj. So if the action that we're doing, so for instance, we just say by just walking to the Gurdwara, that's our thing. It's not. You've got to be doing something. We've got to be going inwards. So Sikhi isn't outwards, and there's a big difference between. So Guru's not telling us God is not outside. Although God is everywhere, our search for God is internal. That's the main difference of Sikhi from many other religions. The Tanaman Khoj, Guru says kare mein paya. Kar means body. Guru says inside your body, that's where you find him. It's inside. No? Gurmukh ram naam chit laya. So chit, we can cover chit. Chit and man farka. In those lafz they use hunde and Gurbani, which the chit haga in here we just use it as remembrance. Whoever remembered God in the day-to-day actions, and Guruji saying here, Gurmukh, if you read Gurbani, he's saying that Gurmukh is someone who don't just remember him awake, can remember in sleep as well. That's true fourth state that we talk about. You know? But Gurmukh is remembering God with love and by Chetalaki. You know? Gyan anjan sadgur te hoye, Ram naam rav raya te loy. So Guru says the spiritual Gyan is called the spiritual wisdom. Gyan anjan. Anjan hundi hai jida an ointment that you put on your body. But Guru is saying make metaphorically saying use Guru's Gyan for that. Gyan anjan sadgur te hoye, Ram naam rav raya te loy. The naam that we do naam japana of. So you know, sometimes you hear people that say, why Guru, can I any waste of time here? If you align yourself to the Simran, that Naam, why Guru, you align yourself to it, Guruji says, that same Naam is actually in all the realms. In every realm that's in creation, that Naam current is there. So you're aligning yourself to everything in creation, not just here on earth. और रुत न काई नानक गुरमुख हृदय राम नाम लेव जमाई. So in Kaljug is a time for one Lord, and it's not the time. So this in here, even though when you read certain hukamname Shabad where Guruji says that Tirth Tapa, Pishle Jugan de Dharma hai gaya, Kalme Kirth Har Nama, all those other things, Pishle Jugan de are. They don't belong here. You can't do them here. And that's what Guru is emphasizing here. Gurmukh, let the Lord's name grow within your heart. Hirdevich Naam Japana. So that closes off the whole thing about Sato Gun, in other words, doing things because they're good or they're honest or that's Teague. But in Guru Sikhivich, that doesn't take you out of Maya. The only thing that takes you out of Maya is by doing Naam Simran, staying in Guru's word, Shabad, and that takes us out of Maya into the fourth state.
Excellent, that was really good. Next we've got viewers' videos with couple of young brothers actually, Gurdwara Singh and Parmraj Singh, who were doing Kirtan, one's playing the bhajan, one's playing tabla. Really nice. Look at such a young age, and they're so talented. Amazing videos. Please keep sending them in. We love to watch them and show them. Please send your videos in as well.
Just make sure that the mic is very clear and catching the sound. Some of the videos we've had to not put on because the sound's not quite clearly recorded. So when you are sending us your videos, just make sure that we've captured everything and we get their voice very clearly coming across, please.
Yes. Let's play that video, please. Well, we're nearly at the end of another great show, Benji. Can you believe it? Nearly 2 months.
2 months. How many weeks we've been going?
Amazing. And only 4 weeks left.
Thank you so much, Sangaji, for all the love that you've shown us and the donations, and keep them coming in.
बहुत जरूरी है
बहुत जरूरी, absolutely.
बिल्कुल ਉਹ ਤੋਂ ਬਗੈਰ ਸਾਡੇ ਕੰਮ ਨਹੀਂ ਚੱਲਣਾ ਸੀਗਾ ਜਿੰਨੇ ਪ੍ਰੋਜੈਕਟ ਅਸੀਂ ਹੁਣ ਤੱਕ ਕੀਤੇ ਆ ਹਨਾ ਸਿੱਕੀ ਟੂ ਦ ਮੈਕਸ ਬਾਰੇ ਅੱਜ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਦੱਸਦਾ ਅੱਜ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਇਹ ਡੇਟ ਚੇਤੇ ਰੱਖੋਗੇ ਕਿ ਇਸ ਹਫਤੇ ਸਿੱਕੀ ਟੂ ਦ ਮੈਕਸ ਰਿਲੀਜ਼ ਹੋਇਆ ਸੀਗਾ ਮੋਬਾਈਲ ਵਾਸਤੇ ਕਿੱਡੀ ਵੱਡੀ ਕਾਰਡ ਕੱਢੀ ਆ ਨੌਜਵਾਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਜਿਨ੍ਹਾਂ ਨੇ ਉਹ ਬਣਾਇਆ ਪ੍ਰੋਗਰਾਮਾਂ ਨੇ ਬਹੁਤ ਮਿਹਨਤ ਕੀਤੀ ਕਈ ਮਹੀਨੇ ਲੱਗੇ ਖਰਚਾ ਸਾਡਾ ਬਹੁਤ ਹੋਇਆ ਪਰ ਐਂਡ ਤੇ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਚੀਜ਼ ਬਣਾਈ ਆ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਗਾਂਧੀ ਜਨਰੇਸ਼ਨ ਬਹੁਤ ਅਪਰੀਸ਼ੀਏਟ ਕਰੂਗੀ ਕਿੰਨੀ ਕਾਰਡਾਂ ਉਹਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਕੀਤੀਆਂ ਗੁਰਬਾਣੀ ਦੀ ਖੋਜ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਉਹਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਵੱਖਰੇ ਵੱਖਰੇ ਰਿਸੋਰਸਿਸ ਉਹਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਪਾਏ ਆ ਸਿਰਫ ਇਹ ਨਹੀਂ ਕਿ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਪਾਠ ਪੜ੍ਹ ਸਕਦੇ ਆ ਅੰਗਰੇਜ਼ੀ ਵਿੱਚ ਪੰਜਾਬੀ ਵਿੱਚ ਟ੍ਰਾਂਸਲਿਟਰੇਸ਼ਨਸ ਵੀ ਹੈਗੇ ਆ ਸਪੈਨਿਸ਼ ਵਿੱਚ ਵੀ ਟ੍ਰਾਂਸਲੇਸ਼ਨਸ ਹੈ ਪੰਜਾਬੀ ਵਿੱਚ ਵੀ ਟ੍ਰਾਂਸਲੇਸ਼ਨ ਹੈ ਪਰ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਮਹਾਨ ਕੋਸ਼ ਵੀ ਉਹਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਇੰਟੀਗ੍ਰੇਟ ਕੀਤੇ ਆ ਹੋਰ ਕਈ ਗੁਰਮੁਖਾਂ ਦੇ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਹੈਗੇ ਦਰਪਣ ਉਹਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਹੈਗੇ ਆ ਸੋ ਬਹੁਤ ਵਧੀਆ ਚੀਜ਼ ਬਣਾਈ ਆ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਵੀ ਪਲੀਜ਼ ਕਿਰਪਾ ਕਰਕੇ ਆਪਣੀ ਸਪੋਰਟ ਕਰੋ ਜੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਹੁਣ ਤੱਕ ਨਹੀਂ ਦਾਨ ਕੀਤਾ ਤਾਂ ਨੰਬਰ ਥੱਲੇ ਆ ਪਲੀਜ਼ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਵੀ ਡੋਨੇਟ ਕਰੋ
ਸੰਗਤ ਜੀ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਦੱਸੋ ਕਿ ਸਾਡਾ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਪ੍ਰੋਗਰਾਮ ਸ਼ੋਅ ਹੈਗਾ ਆਪਾਂ ਕੀਤਾ ਉਪਰਾਲਾ ਇਹ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਪਸੰਦ ਹੈਗਾ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਕੀ ਚਾਹੁੰਦੇ ਹੋ ਕਿ ਆਪਾਂ ਹੋਰ ਕਰੀਏ ਸਾਡਾ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਹੈਗਾ ਆਈਡੀਆ ਸੀ 12 ਹਫ਼ਤੇ ਨੇ ਸੀ 12 ਸ਼ੋਅ ਬਣਾਉਣੇ ਸੀ ਆਪਾਂ ਹੁਣ ਉੱਥੇ ਤਕਰੀਬਨ ਪਹੁੰਚ ਹੀ ਚੱਲੇ ਆ ਪਰ ਜੇ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਤੁਹਾਡਾ ਮਨਪਸੰਦ ਲੱਗਦਾ ਸ਼ੋਅ ਤੇ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਸੋਹਣਾ ਲੱਗਾ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਜ਼ਰੂਰ ਦੱਸਿਓ ਟੈਕਸਟ ਮੈਸੇਜ ਕਰਕੇ ਫੋਨ ਚੱਕ ਕੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਦੱਸ ਦਿਓ ਤੇ ਉਸ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਵੀ ਜੇ ਕੋਈ ਵੀ ਯੋਗਦਾਨ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਪਾਉਣਾ ਕਿਸ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਦਾ ਪਾਉਣਾ ਜੇ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਕੋਈ ਔਖਾ ਹੈਗਾ ਪੈਸੇ ਦੇਣ ਦਾ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਦੱਸ ਦਿਓ ਆਪਾਂ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਕੋਈ ਨਾ ਕੋਈ ਅਰੇਂਜਮੈਂਟ ਕਰ ਸਕਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਆਪਣਾ ਯੋਗਦਾਨ ਪਲੀਜ਼ ਪਾਓ ਕਿ ਆਪਾਂ ਹੋਰ ਸੇਵਾ ਕਰ ਸਕੀਏ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਐਪ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਤੇ ਹੋਰ ਚੀਜ਼ਾਂ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ
ਅਸੀਂ ਹੋਰ ਤਰੱਕੀ ਕਰਨਾ ਚਾਹੁੰਦੇ ਹਾਂ we want to make things even better and better for the next generation and you know what we are showing that there is nothing that we can't do we are doing great stuff here great resources and great applications for the mobile and for the desktop computer as well. We're going to get even better and better. We need your help. We need your donations. If you haven't donated already, please do. Really important. Whatever, however small amount it is, it makes a big difference. You know? We are volunteers ultimately. You know? It all goes into our application development, into our resources. Some of the other things that we're going to be announcing over the next week, really, really big announcements. That's all I'm going to say for now. Big announcements coming in the next 2 weeks. You know? An extra project that we've done, which is going to be absolutely amazing. So you tell us, there's a number below, ring that number, text it, tell us whether you want these shows to continue whether you found them inspiration, whether you found them useful, what other things you want us to do, what other resources you want us to create. Please have a look at our website as well, sharedcharityuk.com. There's so much there and please keep giving us your feedback. Can I Benji?
Absolutely. So if you can get in touch with us via any of the social media platforms, we like to hear your thoughts. So if you found it very useful or you want us to continue, we need to know, otherwise we'll carry on with our seva. But the offer for volunteers is always going to be there.
Yes,
even after the show finishes, we need your seva, we need your yogdan, your money that you've got, any this one that you've got, or whether you want to help us to fundraise. We don't mind you doing a cake sale or any of the fundraising initiatives so the funding can go in and then we can carry on with our resources that we need, the icons that we desperately need to continue with the seva that we need to continue with. And as mentioned before, Sikhi To The Max, while it's brilliant, the app's now available for you to download free on the Google Play Store and the App Store. It still has another journey to go.
So much more to add.
So much more to add, and that job is phenomenal. It is absolutely phenomenal to find all those shabbas and those kirtanis that have done those shabbas, and kirtani are doing them every single day. New kirtani are doing them in different new tunes.
And we're going to keep adding those, right?
We're going to keep adding them, and so that
nobody's done that.
The servers, the capacity, and everything else that comes with any kind of electronic and social platform apps. That's the seva to be done. And if you want to be part of our team, you've seen us, we're pretty friendly, I think.
I think so.
So join the team, join us as volunteers, and maybe you want to be the next master. Who knows? Maybe there's another budding master.
Or presenter maybe even. Yeah. Let's get together, let's work together, let's make these things even better than they are. And you know what? We're going to leave you now. Thank you very much again for watching. We're going to leave you now with all the bloopers that we over the last few weeks, which we know you love. So thank you very much once again. Take care for another week. ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ Was it me? Was it me?
It was you.
With a long pause.
You can find us on Instagram and Facebook, on YouTube. We are there. Just nodding your head.
No, because what it was is that Benji said at the beginning, we are not.
Oh. The Gurdwara.
Max.